अभी तक हमारा चैनल सब्सक्राइब नहीं किया तो अभी सब्सक्राइब करें और बेल आइकॉन को क्लिक करके हमारी लेटेस्ट वीडियोस के बारे में अपडेट जानें। सब्सक्राइब कीजिए और हम आपको लिए चलेंगे आपकी फेवरेट वीडियो की तरफ।
Well, lots of countries represented in the last 64. Finland, Thailand, England, Wales, Scotland, Norway, China, Northern Ireland, Iran, Republic of Ireland and Belgium. What about Pakistan? Well, Hamza Akbar will be hoping he can go through, but it's a tough task now.
Really is. He's got as hard a draw against Stuart Bingham as what you could have, really.
Stuart Bingham on the right. Hamza Akbar to break.
There he is. Stuart Bingham, recent winner of the Welsh Open. Every time I interview Stuart Bingham, I don't have to say, well, you've not won anything since the World Championships, because he has now. That's kind of how all the interviews seem to be going. Hamza Akbar, speaking to a friend of his, he'd had lots of problems with visas getting into the UK. He only arrived back in the UK, I'm being told, 5 days before Cardiff. There's lots of problems on that score. And I saw him playing at the Home Nations events, always on the practice table, putting in the hours. Just wants to play snooker, the young guy, that's all. Just wants to play. Good to see him getting into the country and getting into Europe and just playing now. His dream is being made to come real.
Yes, there he is from Faisalabad. Won the Pakistani national championship at the age of 19. But that is a gross misjudgment. Needs the cue ball to travel, actually. A little more.
Extraordinary, Phil, wasn't it? He's hit it too thin, too hard, and he's on the fastest table in the world. And the safety shot was meant to go to the bolt cushion, has ended up going hitting the pink on the way back down. Shows you, doesn't it? It's not the start he wanted, though, Akbar, because Bingham's in.
Well, if you think about it, Neil, he was in a one-frame situation at Cardiff on Sunday night and came through that against Judd Trump.
Well, it wiped his feet. Yes, of course, he's not been resting on his laurels since then. He's been in Coventry the last 4 days, playing in Championship League. He's played, I think, something like certainly 13 matches, I think, something like that. Since the weekend, since Sunday night. Extraordinary.
Well, I chatted to Bingham up in Coventry, and he was telling me that he was going to do a Bubba Watson. Now, if you don't know your golf, Bubba Watson was the former Masters champion who, at the Ryder Cup, encouraged the crowd to shout when he was on the first tee and cheer him on. So Bingham wants as much audience involvement as possible.
'21. '26.
For a while this season, it looked as though he was a man with the world on his shoulders, not playing well. When we saw him on ITV at the World Grand Prix, it wasn't a particularly good performance. But now, after winning the Welsh Open, he's got a new lease of life.
33.
Well, this match plays Zhao Gudong. So
34.
If it was to be Stuart Bingham, and it's too early to be sure of that, but of course he'd be a very difficult opponent for anybody. Someone that you feel should probably win the shootout at some point with his style, quick, and fine break builder. We'll play the odd through chop when need be.
Haven't seen too many kicks over the course of the first couple of days, Neil, but I think that was a bad contact.
May have been. Oh, he's missed one. Well, Akbar's got a chance. He put one to that jaw early on in the frame, but it was played slow and it dropped in. Now, what has he got here? Unfortunately, the pink and black are tied up. Well, it's unlucky. I know what he tried. Surely this doesn't cut in, does it? Goodness me, this is it's an extraordinarily thin pot. Looks like it almost impossible. Oh, do you know what? It might have been on its way, but something got in the way of it. It might have been on its way for a while. It looked a bit of a nightmare, though, seeing it again, didn't it?
Well, could he hit the black hard enough to reach the pocket? That was the other consideration.
Got a feeling it's going to be a very brief appearance here for Hamza Akbar. That's not perfect.
7.
Covered up. He might play cushion first at the red near the pocket here. Yeah, that's what he's trying. Yeah, well, maybe it's not over. There's still 4 minutes left. Hamza Akbar, where does he start? How does he get in?
Stuart Bingham 7.
Well, he's going to try. Have a go at this long red difficult one. Oh, magnificent pot. Magnificent.
1.
Very clean. Now, give him the luck here. He deserves it. That's a good shot. Very good. Now, just no need to rush too much at this stage. You can do a lot of damage in the time left. Unfortunately, that has gone way up the table.
We can't overstate just how quick this table is, and for players not used to playing under the TV lights. Alien, totally alien.
Well, I think he's just found out, Phil.
9.
Having played that last couple of shots.
Pink ball.
Well, a little kick there, I think. He hasn't got to rush. 3 minutes. It's a long
16.
time. Take these two reds, high value colours. See where it all takes him.
17. Pink ball.
Again, the pace of the table is just catching him out a bit. I wonder if he would fancy playing
23.
the double here, the cross double. Might have been a better shot from here. Anyway, so not dissimilar to the black that he missed earlier in the frame, this one. Beautiful shot. He's still going.
Taking these beautifully.
24.
Now, is it better to leave the double this time or go to play on the cannon? It's a very fine effort. It's still
29.
time. He hasn't got to panic. 18 behind is all he is. With 2 minutes, if he can put in a good safety shot, he could be in the box seat here.
Thank you.
And that is a very good shot. That's tremendous little break there.
And we must remember, it's not just 4 away if Bingham doesn't escape, it's ball in hand.
I know, but the red on the cushion doesn't give him much of an advantage, does it? Putting the cue ball in behind that. Well, he's got ball in hand.
Foul.
But how can he take advantage of that?
4. No, we don't. Free table.
He wanted a free ball, but we don't have that because I don't know if there could ever be a circumstance. There might actually be, but you wouldn't see it very often. Now then, this brown to the middle is huge. Absolutely huge. Great shot. Very, very good.
5.
His favourite now.
Needs to keep his composure here. Well, if he wins this match, he deserves it.
7.
An incredible turnaround this is.
10.
We all thought we knew what was going to happen here, Phil, didn't we?
It's only a small sample, but it's the best I've ever seen him play. I'm sure Bingham can't quite believe it. And now the blue to take the lead.
14.
There'll be time for another shot. He doesn't want to rush here. He does not want to rush himself too much. Not sure about that. Now, does he go for the pot or not?
19.
I think I'll take a leaf out of your book here, Phil, and not go for it. Whatever you do, make it last a long time.
Okay.
Now, Bingham is going to have a little pot shot here. This goes in, attentional pockets. This is for the match.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Absolutely tremendous. The 2015 Asian champion from Pakistan, Hamza Akbar, has beaten the highest ranked player in the shootout. Stuart Bingham, the world number 2, has been toppled. And what a fine comeback. The best story so far of the shootout for me. One more match this afternoon. It's Mark Williams and Jamie Jones.